Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Read Fate Stay Night. I'm Tanner, and we descend further down the Saber Hole as Shirou goes for a little bedtime night walk, as people do when you can't sleep, when your whole world's been changed upside down, there's more girls at your house, and yet the stain on the pillow remains. I open my eyes, still on my side. It's the room I've grown accustomed to sleeping in, but it's different today. It's because there's a girl right there. It's so quiet, so why can I hear Saber's breathing in the next room? Wait, it's so quiet, so why can I? It's because it's quiet, my dude. No, I know, if it's so quiet, it's only natural for me to hear what's going on in the next room, and being able to hear her sleeping makes me imagine her sleeping. Ooh. Someone who stays with women quite a bit. He sure is repressed, it seems. I'm tired of this hell. I climb out of the futon, trying not to wake Saber, and I retreat. Where are we going? Where are we going off for a walk? That's mean to suggest that someone who is simply asleep is dull. Or maybe she just sleeps deeply. Yeah, right? Like, why are you so judgmental right now? I wonder for a moment whether she can really protect her master like that, but there's no danger now. Says you. If servants are connected to their masters, she should wake up when her master is in danger. The lights there are off. She must be defiant or just adaptable. Tohsaka must have gotten used to this place in just a day. Yeah, it helps, even if it's troubling sometimes. For example, the bandage wrapped around my hand. Just wear gloves all the time. Become a Sonic the Hedgehog. The command spell a master bears appears somewhere on their arm. In my case, it is on the back of my left hand. I can't hide it with my clothes, so I'm hiding with a bandage, even though it looks unnatural. Yeah, gloves. You wear gloves in winter. It's normal. Tohsaka has hers in the middle of her right hand or somewhere like that. They say the command spell is different for each master, but I don't think I'll ever see Tohsaka's command spell. Because then I'd have to look at her hand, and oh! The shed is silent. This is the place where Lancer cornered me yesterday, and where Saber appeared. The door is still open and the inside is dark, as if denying anyone's entry. But this darkness is familiar to me. Literally, he's saying, "Hello darkness, my old friend." The old building that I used to play in, the place you could call my real room, stands silently in the cold winter night. I enter. I close the door to shut out the outside air and turn on the old stove. Gotta flex those magic muscles. I sit in the middle of the shed and take a deep breath. Training should be continued without rest. Magic is mental training for me, so I shouldn't neglect it for minor reasons. I don't know, man, getting enlisted in the Holy Grail War is kind of a major reason. I adjust my breathing and begin my training. Inside my head is the usual image. The image of the sword that appears in my empty head. I ignore it and clear my mind. Once I let magical energy flow through me, it's the usual practice of strengthening. The strengthening magic, which I succeeded at for the first time in a few years after being attacked by Lancer. I have to repeat it before I forget it, and make sure I master it, or it'll be a waste. I half close my eyes and release the contents of my lungs. Right now, this is all. Everything goes away once I'm concentrating on this. The Holy Grail War, Saber, Tohsaka, Tohsaka's thighs, Tohsaka's hand, Saber's thighs, Saber's hands. Oh boy. If I empty my mind and forget the doubts I have, I should be able to sleep tonight. And do we? We do, I guess. New life. New life with old friends, and new friends, and everyone. I feel the white sunlight upon me. There must be a draft. I feel a cold wind and slowly wake up. I pick my body up and shake my sleepy head. After yesterday's routine, after the training to create another sensation within me, I must have been too lazy to return to my room.
外の様子だと6時前ってところか。いかん。朝飯の支度しなきゃ。
Let's make that bread. I fold up my blanket, straighten up the things I failed to strengthen yesterday, and head back to the house to wash my face. Are we finally going to get the meeting of the two halves of the family, if you will? When I leave the shed, it's really cold outside. Fuyuki City is warm during the winter, but at the top of the mountain on this side it has a chill of a normal winter. So, I wash my face with freezing water. What? I don't get how people do that. I'm gonna be real. Why not just use warm water and pull myself together? I'm wide awake now. I guess to wake you up. I guess. That's fine. Now I'm awake, all the things I don't want to think about, like the situation I'm in, come straight to mind. Yeah, it's war, son. It's 5 to 6. There are a ton of things I have to do, but I should return to my room and check on Saber first. I'll be troubled if Saber misunderstands things. It's my daily routine to go out to the shed at night, so she should understand if I explain. Oh, in that case, I should go and buy more ingredients for the additional people. I should note that before I forget. What could it be? It feels like I'm forgetting something really important. How has this guy not thought about the other two girls? Well, if I can't remember, it can't be anything important. You big fool. I quietly opened the door. The room is just like it was yesterday, stain and all. There's no sign of Saber waking up in the middle of the night and searching this room. I guess she didn't realize that I escaped the room last night. I just really want a girl to notice me, he thinks. Or did she need so much sleep that she couldn't notice? She's sleeping as close to me as she can so she can come to me in case something does happen. Either way, it won't make much difference where I go if it's within the house. I can detect intruders from the boundary field. I should be able to protect myself for about a minute with that, and Saber should be able to come save me in a minute wherever I may be in this house. Anyways, I shouldn't be scolded at for what I did last night. This is what I do. Sometimes I just think I'm like, there's no reason someone should yell at me. I have all these lists of reasons why, and then they yell at me, and I don't rebuttal them at all. I was considering explaining this to Saber, but it seems there's no need for that, and I don't think I should wake her up either if she's asleep. I call out to her and quietly leave the room. But what if she was not room? There's no one in the living room. I open the refrigerator and consider what I should make for breakfast. And then... There she... Oh boy, you're not looking too good, huh? Tohsaka comes in looking like she's in a really bad mood.
Tohsaka.
It's big mood. She's barely opaque. Tohsaka crosses the red living room like a ghost. God, that's so me though. I barely exist in the mornings. I'm happy she's more of a train wreck than I thought. I'm not sure how much she heard, but Tohsaka waves her hand and leaves. And then, I hear a bell informing me of a visitor. I hear Tosaka's voice from the hallway. It'll be Sakura arriving at this time. How will we explain this situation in our household to her? He never considered this. Sakura has a spare key, so I shouldn't need to go to the door.
まったくチャイムなんて押さなくていいって何度言っても聞かないんだからなさくらは
Sakura is like a member of the family, so she can come in when she wants. But she's polite and she only comes in after saying, "Sumima, excuse me." That must be one of Sakura's good points, but if she's considerate all the time, she'll... Hold on. Sakura is at my house. I'm like, are we not going to address this? I run through the hallway, scolding myself for my stupidity comes later. I have to get to the entrance and make her go home before she sees Tohsaka. Oh. But it's too late. There. Ooh. The air so thick. You can walk on it. It's Tohsaka greeting the guest, even though I didn't ask her to. And Sakura just standing there surprised. Sakura is at the door and Tohsaka is in the hallway. With an indescribable tension, the two look at each other. That's not what you should be saying. Tohsaka asks as if looking down on Sakura from the hallway. Her face asks why. Sakura looks up at Tohsaka with fear in her eyes. Damn it. I can't call out to them. They are ignoring me and staring at each other. There's no room for me to say anything. All I can do is think how to explain things to Sakura before I can think of a good explanation. Sakura looks at me as if asking for help.
それが話すと長くなるんだけど
長くならないわよ。単に私がここに下宿することになっただけだもの。
That's gonna go over well. Clearly, she cuts off my sentence and just states the point.
先輩、本当なんですか？
要点だけ言えばなちょっとした事情があって遠坂にはしばらくうちにいてもらうことになったごめん連絡を入れ忘れた朝から驚かせてすまなかった
Man, wait till she sees the other girl in the house.
謝らないでください先輩。確かに驚きましたけど、そんなのはいいんです。それより今の話、本当に。ええ、これは私とシローで決めたことよ。家主であるシローが同意したんだから、もう決定事項なの。
little bit cattiness.
この意味、わかるでしょ、マトウさん。わかるって何かですか？今までシローの世話をしていたみたいだけど、しばらくは必要ないってことよ。来られても迷惑だし、来ない方があなたのためだし。
I mean, okay. On the one hand, I think that's rude, but on the other, she shouldn't take part in the war game. So that is actually the right thing, because we want to try and get her away from the bad fighting and stuff. Sakura looks down and falls silent. After a brief moment of silence...
わかりません。はい？私には遠坂先輩のおっしゃることがわからないと言い
Oh,
ました。
she's standing up for herself. That's good.
ちょっとさくら、お邪魔します先輩。お台所お借りしますね。
Ooh, we got a little bit of infighting, huh? Sakura enters the house with a bow and goes into the living room, ignoring Tohsaka. Tohsaka is standing there, astonished. The same goes for me, too. This is the first time I've seen Sakura act like that, so I don't know what to say other than, finally, congratulations, you're becoming a person. No, that is surprising, but something else was unexpected, too.
おい遠坂お前どうしてさくらが俺ん家に来てるって知ってたんだよ今までさくらが俺の世話をしてたなんてお前に言った覚えはないぞ
That's a good question.
ああ、それなら前にちょっと小耳に挟んだだけよ。ただの偶然。
Does she spy on us?
それより驚いたわ。あの子、ここじゃあんなに元気なの？学校とじゃ大違いじゃない。
Must have been really unexpected, as Tohsaka says this with disappointment. That must mean Tohsaka knows Sakura pretty well. Sakura seems to have known Tohsaka, so they must have had a friendship I don't know about. Well, that aside...
いや、俺も驚いてる。あんなにトゲトゲしい桜は初めて見た。うちに手伝いに来てくれてる時と学校での桜は変わらないよ。今のは鬼のかく乱ってのに票を投じる。
そうなんだ。まずったわね。桜があんなに孤児だとは知らなかったわ。こうなるんなら、シロウの口から説明させればよかった。
Yeah, it's almost as if you were the one that made her that way in this situation. She's right. I would have been able to explain things better than the merciless Tohsaka.
済んだことは仕方がないだろ。
違ってない。
それより、まずいって何がだよ。
そりゃまずいでしょう。これからこの家は戦場になるかもしれないのよ。だから、私たち以外の人間を寄せつけないように。
So in the end, yes, it was done out of,
逆に追い出すのが難しくなったじゃない。
you know, the obligation of not wanting to bring him to a fight, which is good. But it took it as, no, he's mine.
あれでたしなめてたのか。俺はてっきりいじめてるのかと思った。
そこ、なんかつまんないこと言った今。
率直な感想だよ。それより桜のことだ。どうする？あの分じゃ帰ってくれそうにないぞ。
そんなのなんとかするしかないでしょう。で、桜が来るのは朝だけ？それとも夕食もこき使ってるの？
Can we not use the phrase using her?
誤解を招くよう
Right?
に
Yeah.
するなよな。朝は毎日だけど、夕飯はそう多くないぞ。
そう。それじゃあ、これからは毎日になりそうね。
毎日って何がさ。
Tohsaka sighs at my response. After that, Tohsaka remains in the living room and Sakura begins to prepare breakfast in the kitchen. I feel uneasy about leaving Sakura and Tohsaka together in the living room, but I'm not stupid enough to forget about Saber. It seems Sakura is angry about Tohsaka being here, so things will be only worse if Saber comes out now. Because of that, I decide to explain the situation to Saber.
というわけなんだ。
She will have no idea.
桜、今うちに来てくれてる子は桜って言うんだが、桜は魔術師でも何でもない普通の子で、聖杯戦争なんかに巻き込むわけにはいかないだろう。できれば知らないままでしばらくうちから離れていてほしいんだが。
No, I didn't come here to consult. I didn't come here to consult her on how to get Sakura away from
だから
here.
な、今朝の桜はどうもおかしいんだ。遠坂が原因なんだが、そこに追い打ちをかけるのもどうかと思う。いや、だから桜は見知らぬ他人がうちにいることに驚いてるんだ。そこにセイバーが出てくると、
Pulling it through in his brain, trying to figure out which one works.
俺なんかセイバーに失礼なこと言ってないか。
No, he's talking to her.
シロウの言いたいことはわかります。つまり、私はここで待機していればいいのですね。
そうしてくれると助かる。桜を送り出したらすぐに戻ってくるから、朝食はその時で。
Saber nods silently. Wow, thank God Saber is so understanding, unlike some people in this house. Alright, I'm worried about the living room too, so I should hurry back there.
シロウ。
なんだ、セイバー。
はい。そのようなことを私に説明する必要はありませんが、もう少し落ち着くべきです。
Strange?
先ほどからシロウの言動は破綻しているかと。
Strange how?
慌ててるか俺。
とても。今に戻るのでしたら、その前に気を落ち着けることです。
Saber advises me in her usual tone. So, the everyday breakfast begins as if nothing has happened.
トーサー先輩、トーサカ先輩もいかがですか？
Sakura is handing out the rice bowls, just like her usual self. I don't know what happened while I was gone, but the tension between the two has disappeared. Well, at least on the surface. You know how girls are.
じゃあ、お言葉に甘えて。
Girls have, like boys, they're surface level. Girls, there's layers. You know, girls are like onions. They can be sweet, they can be bitter, but they always make you cry. You have no idea how hard it was for me to not make a Shrek joke. After pondering for a moment, she takes the bowl from Sakura. Sakura smiles and starts to set up the miso soup and other things like the fried eggs. Tohsaka watches her with a complex expression.
Tohsaka, お前、朝飯は食べない主義じゃなかったっけ？
用意されたものは食べるわ。当然の礼儀でしょ、それって。
That's pretty much me with breakfast. If someone gives me one, I'll eat it. But I might complain on social media afterwards that, oh god, breakfast is so tough to eat in the morning.
ま、いいならいいか。それじゃ、いただきます。あ、それと、結局支度を任せてすまなかったな、さくら。
いえ、これが私の仕事ですから気にしないでください。じゃあ、私もいただきますね。まったくいい身分だこと。後輩に朝食作らせるなんてどこの王侯貴族なんだか。まあそれはおいおい問い詰めるとして、いただきます。
No conversation. Oh, that's rough, bud. It's not that terrible a mood in any way. It's always like this during breakfast. Sakura and I aren't talkative, so it's only natural for our meals to be quiet. So why is it that our breakfasts are always loud? Hold on. Something's clicking in my head. You huge idiot.
先輩、お魚の味付け濃かったですか？
いや、そんなことはないけどな。どうもさっきからなんか忘れてる気がする。
What is it? I try to conclude that if I can't remember it, it can't be that important. But but I feel like it would be a terrible mistake. Like last time, I feel uneasy, as if I'm ignoring a disease that could kill me if left untreated.
まあいいか。どうせ大したことじゃないんだろ。
He's kinda dumb, isn't he, huh? I forcefully make myself understand. And then... There she is. Fujine enters with loud footsteps. I see. It's not that I couldn't remember. I just wanted to postpone the problem by forgetting about it.
Shirou, ご飯。
Fujine sits Japanese style in her usual seat.
おはようございます、藤村先生。
The two's greetings are in strange unison.
はい、どうぞ先生。
Watch her not realize a change. Sakura gives her a bowl with her usual smile. She takes the bowl and tilts her head. She knows something is wrong, but she can't tell what it is. Yes! Fujine quietly starts to eat. And after finishing one bowl of rice, she quietly whispers in my ear.
ねえ、シロ、どうして遠坂さんがいるの？
それは今日からうちに下宿することになったから。
How's this gonna go over? Is she gonna kitty face? I explain things to her truthfully.
あ、そうなの。遠坂さんも変わったことするのね。
Taking it surprisingly well.
うん。あいつ結構変わり者だ。学校じゃ猫かぶってる。
And we're just straight up outing her. Yeah, she's weird. She just, like, at school is a different person. She's a freak.
そっか。今日からここに下宿するのか。
Oh, she's gonna flip out, isn't she? She understands and takes a sip of her miso soup. There it is! The table is thrown up. Oh, yo, it's like if you've never seen, there is a arcade game where you flip tables. Fortunately, Sakura's on the other side and Tohsaka's already moved out of the way, so it seems like I'm the only victim.
何すんだよ、藤根。味噌汁だぞ、炊きたてのご飯だぞ、つくね煮込んだ鍋物だぞ。こんなもんかけられたら熱いだろって。なぜに朝っぱらから鍋物だぞ。
Oh my god.
あんたこそ何考えてるのよ、シロ。同い年の女の子を下宿させるなんてどこのラブコメだい。私はそんなタチの悪い冗談じゃ笑ってやらないんだから。
You know what? She's not even wrong. She's identifying the genre.
笑いを取るつもりなんかねえってば。てか、やけどする。さくら、タオルくれ、タオル。
冷やしたタオルでしたら用意しておきました先輩
It's gonna be like covered in spikes or
さっき
something.
助かる。うわっ、襟元からつくねが必要以上に加熱されたつくねが。
タオルは後。そんなことより申し開きしなさいしろ。あんた本気でそんなこと言ってるの？
うん、そんなの当たり前だ。俺がこの手の冗談苦手だって知ってるだろ。とにかく遠坂はうちに止めるんだ。文句は聞くけど変更はしないから言うだけ無駄だぞ。
It's not like we don't have room.
そんなの大却下。何のつもりか知らないけどダメに決まってるでしょ。同い年の女の子と一緒に暮らすなんてそんなのお姉ちゃん許しません。
Fujine roars. Well, I guessed it. Fujine is my guardian and a school teacher. I don't think I can escape such a situation with merely 100 beatings from the Shinai or even a real sword. Alright, I'm gonna take a hard guess that a Shinai is a fake yeah, it's a practice Japanese kendo sword. I had to Google it. Never knew that word. But I guess you could say it's ill fortune that I have to push through with
いや、
this.
そこをなんとか。別にやましい気持ちなんてないし、遠坂とはそういう関係でもないんだ。ただたまたま事故に遭ったっていうか、成り行きで部屋を貸すことになっただけなんだってば。
うるさーい。ダメなものはダメなの。私は下宿なんて許しません。遠坂さんの事情は知らないけどちゃっちゃと帰ってもらいなさい。
Damn, she won't even listen. Crap, I guess she isn't someone I can convince.
先生下宿は許しませんとおっしゃいますけど私はすでに一泊してしまったのですが
Wait. Is Saber gonna burst out being like, Master, I feel you in pain? And then it's like, ah! And then Tohsaka says those words like pouring cold water on Fujine.
ですから昨日止めさせていただいたんです
She's gonna explode.
いいえ正確には土曜の夜からお邪魔していますから2泊でした今は別棟の客間を借りて荷物も運んであります
We're gonna see the undoing of a woman.
どうでしょう先生客観的に見て私はもう下宿している状況なのですが
Fujine's face goes pale. Oh, she's
シロ
just freaking out.
するのよ。こんなことキリツグさんが知ったらどうなるかわかってるの？
I feel like he'd give me a big thumbs up and go like, you do it, bud.
どうなるかって。
Yeah, right?
親父だったら
Right?
喜ぶぞ。男の解消とかなんとか言って。
同感。キリツグさん、女の子にはとことん甘い人だったからな。そっか。それが遺伝してるんでしょ、シロのバカ。
Fujine grabs my collar and shakes me around. Well, the inheritance aside, it was father's belief that girls should be protected. I don't go around telling people like that like father did, but I believe he was right. But
何助け舟出してほしいの
I think a man would have to be tough to recognize that cold-hearted person as a girl. Yo. Destruction.
俺じゃ現状を打破できない。遠坂の政治手腕に期待する。
I say while being shaken.
オッケーそれじゃあサクッと解決しますか
What's she gonna do?
エミヤ君を振っても出るのは悲鳴だけですからそのあたりでやめてあげてくださいそれに下手をすると朝ごはんまで出てきかねません
何よ、遠坂さん。そんな真面目な顔したって怖くないんだから。教師として、何よりシロの教育係として、遠坂さんの下宿は認めません。
Fujine lets go of me and confronts Tohsaka. It must be her natural instincts. She must have thought Tohsaka would get her if she kept concentrating on me.
それはなぜでしょうかうちの学校には下宿している生徒も少なくありません生徒の自主性を
Oh,
伸ば
she's
すの
pulling
が
out the
我が校
book.
の方針ではありませんでしたか
何よ、 難しいこと言ったってダメなんだから。大体ですね、こんなところに下宿したって自主性なんて芽生えません。ご飯は勝手に出てくる、いつも綺麗、お風呂は勝手に沸いてるっていう夢のようなお家なんだから。こんなところに居候してたら堕落しきっちゃうわよ、遠坂さん。
藤音。
That statement is problematic coming from a teacher.
それにね、原則として下宿していい生徒は家が遠い生徒だけよ。遠坂さんのお家、確かにここより遠いけど登校できない場所じゃないでしょう。さくらちゃんだってあっちから通ってるんだから、下宿する必要なんてありません。
それが今うちは全面的な改装を行っているんです。古い建物ですから、そこかしこにガタが来てしまっていて、改装が終わるまではホテルで暮らそうと考
Ah,
えていた
that's a
のです
good
が、
one.
偶然通りかかったエミヤ君に相談したところ、それはお金がもったいないからうちを使えばいいと言ってくれたんです。
That's being a good classmate. You can't twist that.
それは
And it sounds accurate too.
はい、あまり面識のないエミヤ君からの提案には驚いたのですが、確かにホテル暮らしなんてもったいないし、何より学生らしくありません。それなら学友であるエミヤ君のお家にご厄介になった方が勉強になると思ったのです。
Fujine groans. Since Tosaka's answer and attitude are so student-like, it seems that as a teacher supposedly... Hey, Fujine cannot object. Let's not put teacherness as a quantifiable thing.
話はわかりました。けどそれでも問題はあるでしょ。遠坂さんと四郎は女の子と男の子なんだから、一つ屋根の下で暮らすというのはどうかと思うわ。
We're technically under two very different roofs.
どうかとはどんなことでしょうか、先生。
だからね、遠坂さん美人だし、四郎もなんだかんだって男の子だし、間違いがあったら嫌だなって。
All she has to say is, I would never fall for a pig like him or something, and just shatter that illusion.
何も間違いはありません。私の部屋は別棟の隅、エミヤ君の部屋は蔵の近くにある和室です。距離にしてみれば20メートル以上離れているじゃないですか。
Little does she know there's a
ここま
girl
で
sleeping
離れ
right
ていれば
next to me.
何も問題はないと思いますが。
別棟には鍵もかかるし、違う家みたいなものだけど。
でしょ？それとも藤村先生はエミヤ君を信用していないとでも？先ほど先生はエミヤ君の教育係だとおっしゃいました。
Oh, she's playing her.
エミヤ君がどのような
She's
性格か
she's got a stacked
私は
hand.
藤村先生の方がご存知だと思います。彼がそのような間違いを犯すというのでしたら、私も下宿先には選びませんが。
失礼ね。四郎はちゃんとしてるもん。絶対女の子を泣かせるような子じゃないんだから。
なら安心でしょ。私もエミヤ君を信用していますから。ここなら安心して下宿できると思ったのです。
The intensity in Fujine disappears. I guess it's decided now. There are lots of things to follow up, but I bet Tohsaka can get through those. So I guess Tohsaka officially has citizenship in my house now. Yeah, we just slight problem with the other one, but and so breakfast ends. As expected, Fujine gave in after being talked down by Tohsaka. In conclusion, we decided to try to keep it a secret at school and have Fujine look after us at home. With that decided, but with more people around the house, Fujine happily goes to school. We finish breakfast and I go to talk to Saber before I leave. Saber, as expected, calmly says,
学校ではリンの指示に従うように。
Obey Rin,
必要が
sure.
迫った時は私を必要としてください。それでマスターの異常は感じ取れますから。
And she goes back to her room. Well, our relationship right now would not be... I would say we're not exactly budding just yet. And like flower, we're kind of in a seed phase still. And it's time to go to school.
それじゃあ行きましょうか。この辺りの道は不慣れなんだから、学校までの近道ぐらい教えてよね。
Beside me is Tohsaka in her school uniform. The feeling is fading, but having Tohsaka in her uniform makes me tense. I can't stay calm going to school with the prettiest girl in school, and on top of that...
先輩、戸締まりできました。
Sakura is with us today. Oh man, someone will look at us and just go like, I hate you, Emiya Shirou, for having those two with you. As a member of the archery club, Sakura usually goes to school with Fujine. But she stayed in the living room today and was waiting for me to clean up after breakfast and go to school.
何？さくらに鍵持たせてるの？シロってば。
持たせてるよ。さくらは悪いことなんてしないし、ずっと世話になってるからな。ああ、その分で行くと遠坂にはやれないが、別に構わないだろ。
それは構わないけど、どういう意味よそれ。
See, I trust her.
悪いことするだろ。それにお前、鍵なんかなくても困らないんじゃないのか？必要ないものを作るほど水強じゃないぞ、俺。
She could climb the fence if worse comes to worse.
はあ、そうですか。ええ、シロの言う通り、これっぽっちもいらないわよ、そんなもの。
Tohsaka looks away. Maybe I'm just getting used to it, but I'm starting to think this gesture of Tohsaka's is interesting too.
どうしたさくら？戸締まりができたのなら行こう。今朝は遠坂もいるし、できるだけ早めに行きたいんだ。
はい、そうですね。先輩がそう言うのなら、そうします。
Sakura says so in a dispirited voice and follows after us. Jeez, Sakura has looked somewhat cheerless ever since Fujine lost to Tohsaka this morning. Fujine assented, but Sakura must not have.
ちゃんと話さないとダメかな。
That's right. I'll need to find an opportunity as quickly as I can and make Tohsaka and Sakura be Tohsakura be friends. There you go. See, I combined the names. Works out. The hill road is reading. The hill road is full of students. It's past 7:30 in the morning. This is the time most students go to school. So, it's natural for me to be met with odd stares if I'm walking with two people who stand out so much. Did she forget something? Tohsaka's been quiet like this for a while now.
どうした遠坂？なんか坂道あたりから様子が変だぞ。
やっぱり変？今朝の私。
A little bit.
いや、別に変じゃないが、その反応が変だ。
先輩、その説明は矛盾してます。遠坂先輩が聞いているのはそういうことじゃないと思いますけど。
何を聞きたがってるって言うんだよ、遠坂。
ですから遠坂先輩は周りから見られているから、どこか自分の姿がおかしいのではと思ってるんですよね。そうだけど、やっぱりさくらから見ても変？おかしいな。今朝は眠いながらもちゃんとブローしたし、制服だってシワ一つないと思うんだけど、やっぱり慣れない家で寝たもんだから目にクマでもできてるってわけ？
You know, I don't think you have to worry about wrinkled clothes or dark circles around the eyes for people looking at you from a distance.
なんでそこで俺に怒鳴る？遠坂が寝られないのは俺のせいじゃないし、仮にそのせいで遠坂の上にクマができていたとしても大したことじゃない。気にするな。
We all get sleepy. It happens.
何失礼なこと言ってるのよ。女ってのは生まれた時から自分の身だしなみを気にするものなの。もう今まで外見だけは完璧でいいよって繕ってきたのに、それも今日でおしまいってことかしらね。
だからなんで俺を見て怒鳴るんだよ、遠坂は。なんで遠坂が変なのかは知らないが、間違いなくそれは俺のせいじゃない。八つあたりはよそでやってくれ。
Just smash cut to her beating up a tree nearby.
違いますよ、遠坂先輩。先輩は今日も綺麗です。
Oh, you suck up. Now that we know her true self, I don't want to give her the time of day for this sort of
みんな
stuff.
が遠坂先輩を見ているのは私たちと一緒だからです。 先輩、今まで誰かと投稿したことなんてなかったから。え、何？その程度のことでこんな扱い受けるわけ？侮れないわね。10年も通ってれば学校なんてマスターしたつもりでいたけど、謎はまだ残ってたわけか。
I don't think anyone truly ever masters school. And I say that as someone who will be in school for the rest of his life. I think it's something that you just have to accept. No one will be perfect at. Was that deep or was that just very base level? I don't even know. Tohsaka ponders seriously. What kind of a person are you just trying to ignore praise like you're beautiful as always?
わかんないやつだな。遠坂が誰かと投稿すれば騒ぎになるのは当然じゃないか。それが男子生徒ならなおさらだ。
ですね。けど遠坂先輩、そういうの気にしない人なんです。だから今まで浮いた話一つなかったんですよ。
へえ、そりゃよかった。外見に騙されて泣きを見た犠牲者は今のところ一人だけってことだからな。
I talked secretly with Sakura while following Tohsaka, who has a puzzled expression. And we're going into the school itself. We go through the gate still with people staring at us. We will be going our separate ways once we enter the building, so I only need to endure the stares for a bit longer.
朝から頭痛いのがやってきちゃってまあ。
Tohsaka murmurs. Before her is a familiar face coming through the students.
Sakura!
I'm not excited to see how this goes. I don't like him. Sakura trembles a little. Shinji must not see us as he goes straight for Sakura.
どうして道場に来ないんだ。お前、僕に断りもなく休むなんて何様なわけ？
Shinji raises his hand. I
よし、シンジ。朝練ご苦労様だな。
go for a big ol' high five, right? Stop him. Catch his hand and greet him.
エミヤ、お前、そうか。またエミヤの家に行ってたのか、さくら。
はい。先輩のところにお手伝いに行っていました。けどそれは
後輩としての義務だって。まったく、泥臭いなお前は。勝手に怪我したやつなんて構うことないだろう。いいから、お前は僕の言う通りにしてればいいんだよ。
Anyone who says just do as I say is not in a healthy relationship with whoever they're saying it to, ever. Shinji lowers his hand. I have no reason to hold his hand if he's not going to hit Sakura, so I let it go.
しかしなんだね。そこまでうちの邪魔して楽しいわけ、エミヤ。さくらは弓道部の部員なんだからさ。無理やり朝練をサボらせるような真似しないでくれないかな。
Can't object against that. Since I haven't stopped Sakura from coming to make breakfast, that doesn't mean I'm restricting Sakura's time in the morning.
そんなことありません。私は好きで先輩のお手伝いをしているだけです。兄さん、今のは言い過ぎなんじゃないですか？
言い過ぎだって？それはお前の方だよ、さくら。エミヤが一人住まいだからなんだって言うんだ。別に一人でいいって言うんだからさ、一人にしてやればいいんだよ。エミヤみたいなのはそっちの方が居心地がいいんだからさ。
Boy, how little does he know the words he lives alone. Yeah, how little you know, sir.
兄さん、やだ。
まあいい。今日でエミヤの家に行くのはやめろよ、さくら。僕が来いって言ったのに部活に来なかったんだ。そのくらいの罰は受ける覚悟があったんだろ。
Sakura gasps and freezes. Shinji tries to grab Sakura forcefully.
おはよう、マトウ君。黙って聞いていたんだけど、なかなか面白い話だったわ、今の。
Yo, she's gonna ream him.
トサカ、お前、なんでさくらといるんだよ。
別に意外でも何でもないでしょう。さくらさんはエミヤ君と知り合い、私はエミヤ君と知り合い。だから今朝は3人で一緒に登校してきたんだけど、気づかなかった？
エミヤと知り合い
Okay, maybe it's just me.
きっとこれからも一緒に学校に来て一緒に下校するぐらいの知り合いだからさくらさんとも付き合っていこうかなって思ってるわ
Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just me. But I feel like if anyone is in school with another person, them being friends with each other is not this, of an acquaintance of Emiya. It's like, it shouldn't be, you're, all it takes is you to be, like, I don't know, man. Maybe different school dynamics, but I feel like most people in the same grade would at least be acquaintances with each other for the fact that they are in a school with each other and might just know they're, like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Japan's different.
エミヤとだって
Shinji glares at me. I must just be imagining that I felt more than enmity there. Well, I haven't been doing that well with Shinji lately, but I don't remember doing anything to make him resent me that much. I mean, aside from potentially making the girl who he super has a crush on and has no chance with now live with me.
そんなバカな冗談がきついな遠坂は君がエミヤなんかと付き合うわけないじゃないかああそうか君勘違いしてるんだろうそりゃ確かにちょっと前までエミヤとは友達だったけど今は違うんだもうエミヤと僕は無関係だからあまりメリットはないんだぜ
そうなのよかったそれを聞いて安心したわ
Oh,
あなたのことなんてちっとも興味がなかったから
oh, destroyed. I pity Shinji. If that was me, it would be traumatic enough that I wouldn't recover for a while.
お前
それと麻藤くんさっきの話だけど弓道部の朝練は自主参加のはずよ欠席の許可が必要だなんて話は聞いてないわそんな規則私はもちろん綾子や藤村先生も聞いてないでしょうね
うるさいな
Nope.
兄貴が妹に
Nope.
何をしよう
Don't like
が
that.
関係あろういちいち人の家の事情に首を突っ込むな
That's a big no. That's a big yikes. Okay, oh my... So, recently I decided to read... Just try to read Black Clover, the Shonen Jump manga, now that the main character was announced for Jump Force. And there was a character who... His relationship with his little sister was so gross and wrong. And that's where I was just like, I'm done. I can't handle it. And number one, he's like 25 and she's like 7. It's wrong. He always has a nosebleed. It just reminded me of that. It makes me... Ugh.
それは同感ねだからあなたもエミヤくんの家のことをあれこれ言うのは筋違いじゃないまったくこんな朝から校庭で騒がしいわよ麻藤くん
Shinji takes a step back and glares at me and Sakura.
わかった今朝の件は許してやるけどさくら次はないからな今度何かあったらその時は自分の立場ってやつをよく思い知らせてやる
It would be really bad if we, made an enemy with this guy and it turns out that, hey, he's one of the masters, cause, oof, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. Because we went into the whole thing about, well, they have to, like, she's like, yeah, there's only the one Magus in this town, unless, I don't know, we'll have to see. Saying what he wants, Shinji runs away to the school building. Yeah, he definitely ran away after losing to Tohsaka.
ごめんなさい先輩兄さんがその失礼なことを言ってしまって
She must be apologizing to Tohsaka as well.
朝からいい運動になったわ頭のギアがスパッと上がったしようやく調子が出てきたもの口喧嘩好きなのよね私
Can we get like a Professor Layton style game where instead of solving puzzles, you're just arguing as Tohsaka?
それに謝るのは私の方だしちょっとやりすぎだったわよね今のあいつだって立場があるんだしほらみんなの前でああいうのってしちゃダメだって言うじゃない麻藤くんが落ち込んでたら後でフォローしてあげて これに懲りずにまた突っかかってきてもいいって。兄さんが懲りていなければまたお相手をしてあげてください、先輩。
That's Wooby talk for please knock my brother down a peg again, senpai. Sakura must be relieved as she smiles cheerfully. Tohsaka is looking away bashful.
先輩もできれば怒らないであげてください。兄さん、先輩しか友達いないから。
We're really stretching the word Tomodachi thin here, huh?
分かってるよ。怒るなっていうのは無理だけど、シンジはああいうやつだってのは知り合った時から知ってる。
I mean, it doesn't excuse it.
まあ、なんかの拍子でまた付き合いが深くなるのは目に見えてるしさ。気長にやっていくよ、あいつとは。
よろしくお願いします、先輩。
Sakura bows. Yeah. If I do really get mad at Shinji, it'll be because he's not satisfied with such a wonderful sister. It's a weird sentence, dude.
それじゃあ先輩、今日も一日頑張りましょうね。
Sakura goes to the first year hallway. We walk up the stairs and enter the second year hallway and... Whoa. Run into the student council I forgot about him.
なぜに遠坂と一緒にいるのか、エミヤシロ。
あら、
Smug.
おはよう、リュウ
So
ドス。
smug.
朝からハウアとはご挨拶ね。
目覚めから嫌な予感がしたが、まさか案件殺とはな。いいからこっちに来い、エミヤ。遠坂の近くにいたら毒が移る、毒が。
Boy, you have no idea. Issei forcefully pulls on my hand. After looking silently at us, Tohsaka heads to class 2A as if nothing has happened.
行くがいい。誰も止めはしないからな。
Tohsaka silently passes by us. And then...
シロ、昼休みに屋上。
She mutters that so Issei would not be able to hear it. Well, hey, we'll do that then. Alright, I think that's a good time. Because it's... Ring, ding, dunch. It's time for lunch. We'll see you next time for some more Fate Stay Night where we head to the roof. Hopefully don't make more enemies, because that'd be bad if they end up being stand users. I mean, Persona users. I mean, Fate Masters. We'll see you then, guys. Ciao.